Okay, so this might be a really long video, so I might split this into 2 videos. We'll see. Um, this has been going on the rounds. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, but this has been a pretty big blow up on, TikTok. So we'll talk about this.
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee. A man asked
I will always say this, okay? We we all should have standards. We all should have boundaries. It's within our rights to all have standards and boundaries. But this is the issue that I have with, let's say, this particular topic. And it comes back up from time to time, right? Coffee dates or women talking about, walking dates, whatever. These dates, these types of dates that women don't like. Usually, yes, it's coffee dates. I think that women in particular have lost the plot. They don't understand the point of dating anymore, right? They don't understand the point of dating. Where we have a subset of women that don't give a shit about getting to know you. They don't. Hell, a lot of women use the dating process as you as a man trying to change her mind into being interested in you. A lot of these women aren't interested in you to begin with. A lot of these women are not attracted to you to begin with. We all know this. If she is attracted to you, she will be fine with you taking her to McDonald's. If she is attracted to you, i.e., she actually wants you, she would give you her body that night, that day. You don't even need to take her out on a date. You can Netflix and chill with her. If she's actually attracted to you, actually wants you. But I can tell you this, that is very far in between, right? It's very, by dating statistics, most women are not attracted to most men. But by the opposite is that most men are attracted to most women. So now I don't necessarily believe her, but I wouldn't discredit her because one, she's very being kind, average at best. But I also know that men are more men than often, more men than not are have low self-respect, no standards themselves, and would try to get anything they can get. So, am I surprised? No. Do I question it? Yes. Um, but like I said, she is most likely she wasn't attracted to the man. So, since she's not attracted to you, she requires more effort from you. So you have to try more to impress her, try more to change her mind into being attracted to you or wanting to see you. So that's my thing where this whole coffee dates thing, it's just another way where you know how women uh would call you a creep if you approach her. But if it's a man she's attracted to, nothing he does is creepy, right? So that's the thing. But again, women like this, like I said, fine, right? If you have, everyone should have their own standards and boundaries. Uh, I just think that a lot of women have lost the plot because they don't understand that coffee date or dates is about getting to know the person. That is the point of dating. You get to know the person. You get to, in my honest opinion, reassure that there is some chemistry. Reassure that you actually attract to the person you want to. A lot of women are now going on dates. They don't even care about the man. They don't even like the man. They're just go on the date to give a man a chance to change her mind. I honestly believe back in the day, dating was if you go on a date with someone, you already like the person or you are already attracted to the person. Date is just to cement the next level where, oh, I'm attracted to the person. Now I'm even more attracted to the person, or I like the person's personality. I was attracted to their looks, but now I like the personality at first date. And then so on and so on. It just cements it the next time. You don't need to try to change the person's mind. You don't need to go to such a large or next effort to change the person's mind because they weren't interested in you. Let's see. But again, women have lost the plot. And fine, I say this. I say everyone should have standards. Everyone should have boundaries. The issue I find with a lot of these stuff, right? One is women going about dating really idiotic now. Two, if you don't complain, all the more power to you. Do whatever you want. What I'm seeing more and more is that women, in particular, they are complaining. Oh, where are the good men at? Why aren't men approaching? So on and so. They have so many complaints about men, but yet you wonder why. You wonder why.
Normally, I am a girl's girl who supports women's rights and wrongs, but I'm about to suspend that for about a minute and match pick me energy with pick me energy. How has coffee dates worked out for you, sis? Because, see, I did the little tap and went to your profile, and the first thing I saw was that you were a mother to 4 beautiful children. And as I continued to scroll on your page, at no point did I also see you were a beautiful wife to a handsome husband. Norm.
You want to match energy with energy. And yet you can't see that. How's no coffee dates done for you? This is why I find women funny. You know, women constantly say, "Well, I've dated. My standards. I want a man that's 6 foot." Oh, okay. Have you dated men that's 6 foot? Yeah, I've all the men I dated were 6 foot. How did that go? How was the results? It's just funny with me where women are the definition of insanity. They will do the same things over and over again, expecting different results. Women have said, I've dated plenty of 6-figure men, millionaire men. Okay, cool. How has that gone for you? Why are you still single? Why are you still in the dating market looking for a man? Because then obviously what you've been doing so far hasn't been working for you. But yet you will do the same things over and over again, hoping for different results. Seems like the definition of insanity to me.
Normally, I am a girl's girl. I have 2 regrets about my coffee dates video. One is that I didn't make that video longer than a minute, because if I knew it was going to take off the way, I really would have made it longer than a minute so I could get the coin. And number 2, I would have tagged McAllister's. The amount of promo that McAllister's has gotten from that video alone, in fact, I might still reach out to them to ask them to sponsor the next date. And to the lady who said that she doesn't believe any man asks me on a date, and she doesn't believe that I'm used to getting asked out on dates, to that I would say you are correct. But you are correct, because I ended a 5-year relationship this year. To my followers who did not know that, we can unpack that at a later time. Breakup is you step your foot back into the dating world. So I've only been back in the dating world for a couple months. And that was maybe my 3rd video about my dating experiences thus far. Maybe 3rd. It doesn't matter. The point is that was not the first time, and it won't be the last time. I will say, once I clock in with somebody, once I lock in, he won't be getting posted just like that relationship did get posted. Why? Because if Jackie Osimo has taught me nothing else, if you don't want to talk about, don't put it on the internet.
I will say this. If women on the whole 600-pound life can find a boyfriend, any woman can. If women with 8 kids by many men can find a stepfather for these many kids by many other men, any woman can. If man-hating women can find a man, any woman can. I will never be part of a group, all right? The group that says, oh, women will never find a man. No, that is factually not right. I honestly believe, at the very least, 99% of women will always have options. There will always be a simp out there. There will always be a fool out there. There will always be a desperate man out there. There will always be a man that has no boundaries, no self-respect, no standards, nothing special about him, that will accept any girl he can get. Always. Again, the worst types of women can get men. Any woman can get a man. The only issue is that, is she attracted to those men that she can get? That's the only issue. Only issue. Okay, I've said this before. It doesn't matter if she's ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, 8 kids, childless, crazy old, young. It doesn't matter what category, group a woman falls under. Women will always have options. There will always be a man out there that will have sex with you, get in a relationship with you, even marry you. The only issue is, does she want that man? That is the only issue. The only thing that will say that if she could get a man is that, can she get the man that she wants? That is the problem. That is the thing that I would say. Okay. And a lot of women, as they get older or become whatever, that is what dwindles, right? Getting the men that you want. Now, again, getting a man is not a flex, because most women can get a man. They all have options.
Y'all mad because y'all don't meet the standards of the fat, ugly girls, which means y'all never meet the standards of the baddies. And that's a you problem, not a me problem, because if I wanted a baddie, I could go get one and keep her. Y'all have 24 hours to wrap this up, because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you think, no matter how you feel, I am never going to accept a coffee date. And I don't know how many more ways I can make that clear. It's starting to make sense why the kids can't read, because neither can y'all. I am never going on a coffee date. That is it. You are never going to convince me to go on a coffee date. And what's baffling about all of this is the fact that y'all seem to think that I have to accept anything a man is offering to me, as if I can't go get what it is that I want. Y'all are so busy trying to tell me that I should accept the crumbs when I can afford the loaf. Y'all are so busy trying to tell me I need to bring 50 million things to the table when I've already bought the house. Like, just because you bring nothing, you have nothing to offer, and you are mediocre, does not mean that everyone else lives their life the same way. Wrap this up. Y'all mad because y'all don't meet the same.
I've said this before as well, where I have zero sympathy for women when it comes to dating. Zero. I am not deluded in thinking a woman like this, of course she can find a man. Of course. It is not hard. She does not need to bring anything to the table. She does not need to look good, right? She does not need anything. There will always be a simp, a fool, men without self-respect, men without standards that will accept her. Always. Women of every and any category will always have options. This is why I don't. It's not about women needing to bring to the table. No, doesn't matter. 600-pound women have boyfriends. I don't really give a shit. Men have no standards. But why I have no sympathy for women is the women that then complain, where are the good men at? Why don't men approach? Oh, all I'm getting are, I don't know, men wanting coffee dates. All I'm getting is men don't want to commit. All the complaints women have, I'm sorry. It is your own fucking fault. Every woman has lots of options. If you can't find a man, okay, with your menu of 1,000 flavors, you can't get a man that you have 1,000 options, well, that's your own fucking fault. Right? No one is forcing you to pick any particular man. And yet you go on this app and talk about, I can't find a man. Where are the good men at? Men can't commit. Men are cheaters. Men are liars. I'm sorry. It is no one's fault but your own for choosing the men you chose. Because videos like this have shown me and most likely other men that all women have options. They don't need to bring anything to the table. Because women like this say, oh, you know what? I can do everything myself. I'm a strong, independent woman, right? And they still got off out of a long-term relationship. They still have men approaching them, whatever. So it don't matter, right? That's why I have no sympathy for women that complains a lot. Dating for women, dating for men are different. Women have options naturally. Men, they have to create options. And even if men go out to try to create options, don't mean they will get it. Women, you can be the worst of the worst, the ugliest of the ugliest, the selfish, the most selfish types of women. You still have men that will simp for you. Men that still want to go out with you. So really, I have no sympathy for all these women that complain. And that's why I create these videos, to show you that, seriously, what are you complaining about? It is your own fault that you have no man. And here's my thing. This is why I've said this countless times before as well, where I'm a big supporter of women that are happily single. Please stay single and childless. One, we don't need more baby mamas. Two, it is better, right, for everyone if you get out of the dating market. Stop dating. Stop dealing with men. One, you pretty much get rid of the men that have no standards at all, right? Because men aren't dealing with women like this. And plus, men's content will pretty much slowly disappear because you will only have the best of women, or the women that actually want to be with men in the dating market. Women that actually care what men want, not just care about what they want themselves. So that's my thing. But what do you guys think? I'm most likely, because there's a lot of whatchamacallit, reactions, right? Reactions to this video. So my part 2 will probably pretty much be a longer one, and it will be filled with all the reactions to this woman's video. Because this woman's video, I don't necessarily say it like it went viral. It got like almost 350 views, so it's decently viral. And it got a slew, right, of reactions. So I'm gonna do a 2-parter. So please check out the second part. Yeah, we'll do a 2-parter on all the reaction that this woman's videos got. So check out the second part.